Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. This is Maro. So it's that time of the year when the Santa's gifts make it to the World of Warships shop. Lots of people have very strong opinions about this practice because it's very similar to gambling, or it's rigged, or it's not consumer friendly, so buyers should be aware. I've been buying these gift containers for a few years now, so I have most of the ships on this list. The ones that I'm missing are Flint, Nostroshimi, Ager, Siliwangi, Champagne, Cheshire, Z35, Poltava, Lowenhard, and Makarov. All in, that's 10 ships, and my plan is to get Santa's big containers until I get all 10 of them. Now, on average, in the past, I would get maybe 2 to 3 ships out of 20 containers. There were batches where I got none, and then there were batches where I would get 3 or 4 ships. But before I get into it, there was an interesting posting on Reddit that I wanted to share with you. The piece is titled "How Does Wargaming Chooses Your Santa Gift?" and what it stipulates, based on, I guess, the reports and from different users and players, is that there is a pre-selected list of ships that you get based on type of container that you purchase. So you don't have actually random access to any ship on the list. What you get is predetermined list, and then if you already have the ships on that list, it goes to the bigger pool of ships. So if it's a gift shortlist, it's a British Cruiser London. If it's big gift, what I'm planning to get, it's Tier 6 Makarov, California, and Orkan. So I don't have Makarov, I have California and Orkan. And if it's mega container, then it's Duca d'Aosta, Udachi, Vanguard, or Ochakov. So again, buyer beware. With that, let's get into it. So here we go, 20 containers. These are the ships that I'm missing. And let's start with the first container. What do we got? Makarov is in the port, which I think just confirms what that posting on Reddit said. So again, beware. I think it's a little underwhelming that actually you get this pre-selected ship list, because it's sold as access to all of them on a random basis, and there may be fine print that is already out there that details what your maybe odds are or chances, or how the process works. But to get it like that, that seems more than a little misleading. So clearly, it's not laudable business practice. It's not a nice thing to do, indeed. Um, Now, in my case, it's different than yours because I know exactly the ships that I'm missing and the ships that I will get. And sometimes I would take a look and see if there are lower tier ships that is just maybe easier to buy and eliminate the chance of getting those ships. But here, I think the two lowest ones were Makarov and German CV, which I think came to around 45 bucks. And given that the Santa gifts, the medium size, is about the same price, I figured that even if I get those two ships, it'll be worth it for me because I'll get all this other stuff. But then, given that I know what ships I can get, and given that I've determined to basically go through it until I get those ships, for me, the only element of randomness is, will I get a whole 20 containers without any ships in them? Because I know that the value of the ships that it's included in there should work out. And the reason I'm going over this in detail, I don't want this to be a misleading sample saying that these are the ships that you can get, because I already have all the other ships on the list. So all this is indicative of is what are your chances of getting ships in general, and then it will pick from whatever ships are available to include them in the box. And another thing is it will tell you in terms of signals and camos, what are the chances that you get what, and what actually I've gotten as an example. Again, this is random, so it changes from batch to batch. So with that, here is 7,500 coal. I don't mind coal. I can always put it to use, so I welcome that. These are the new winter strands camos. So I've gotten a few of those already. These are the signals. I already have quite a few signals. 15 signals doesn't really matter much to me. I mean, to be honest, camos don't matter that much to me either, because I already have so many of them, and given how many ships are left to grind and how much I will need these camos, I think I probably have more than enough for all the ships that I can grind that I have left, and be ready to go. So this is the second batch, and I get another tier 6 CV here. So I guess going through the list pretty quickly. This is more signals. So I think in the first batch, actually, I think that was unusual. I got 4 ships, which shouldn't be that high. Now in the second batch, I already got 1, the tier 6 CV. Here is the second one, Poltava, so that's tier 7. So I have, what is that, 4 ships? 4 ships left, so I got 6 ships already. And this is in the second batch. Now, whenever I get a super container, what that means is that whatever ship the game wanted to give me, they did a check and saw that I already have it in the port. So then it went and looked amongst the ships that I don't have to give me one. So here it goes again. And Ager. Okay, so tier 9, that's pretty good. I'm kind of glad I got that one, because that saved me, what is that, a million free XP. So I'm glad I don't have to spend that. So I think so far the only ship that actually I got that was not pre-selected was the first one, Makarov. I think it came from the blue box, blue container. The rest were all super containers. So I got something I already have and then pre-selected and gave me the free ship. So here's another one. And this is Cheshire. Now, that's 8 ships so far. This is till the second batch. Cheshire, and this is one of those things with these gift boxes. You get ships that you don't really care about, and you don't necessarily gonna play a lot other than just collect a snowflake. Given that I'm, I guess, just collecting all of them, it's fine, but don't really care for the ship. So would I bought it? No, I wouldn't have, and that's why I didn't. And that's what I will do throughout the year. I will mostly maybe get some ships, and then some that don't necessarily appeal to me or I don't find it worth it, I will not get those ships. And then when the event like this comes around, I will use it to get the ships that I maybe wasn't sure or I just didn't want to pay the full price for. So here we go. Now these are New Year camos. There is a whole set of camos that they're including here. There is a New Year's, there is a New Year's streamer, which is better. There is a type, is it 15 I believe, or is it type 3 that I've also been getting. And again, I'm not a big fan of those. Winter strands, which is fine. And I guess if you look at the containers, you'll see they'll give you 12 or 15 camos, depending, I guess, on the quality. So yeah, type 3, 15. Yeah, these are, I think, probably the one of the weakest. So what do we got? We got more signals, and now it's the last batch of 20 containers. So I have 2 ships left that I'm chasing. So let's see how this one goes. Get more for those New Year's camos that I don't really care for. So that's 15. I don't like how they look, and also I think the first time I started getting these camos was when what was that? Was it pan-European or German? Was Austrian tier 6 ship? I forget what the name was, but it's the ship that I didn't enjoy playing. Now these camos I like. I mean, the bonuses are good, but I also like how they look on the ship. so it makes it even more interesting. Because I've collected a lot of these containers over the years, I've accumulated a lot of New Year streamers camos, which have very good bonuses. But honestly, they just look so horrible, and I'm kind of I've been using it when I'm grinding ships, and I'm kind of getting tired of using that camo even with the bonuses that I get, just because I don't like how the ships look. So I'm certainly looking forward to ending the grind maybe next year, because there are only few um, three branches that are left. Obviously, I'm sure that World of Warships will try to keep us busy with issuing new lines and so on. So far this is what, 8 containers in this batch, no ships. So that's different than what I had before. Um, right, I got 8. The 2 that are left are Flint and Nostroshimi. So speaking of the devil, here is a super container. So Nostroshimi, a former steel ship that's available for coal at a higher price. And now the only ship that's left is Flint. Now you will notice that I kind of ordered that list that keeps popping up in rank as it was on the website, assuming that the top ones are the most desirable. I guess the 2 tier 9 former steel ships were left last. So out of 10 ships that I could get, the ninth ship I get is one of the 2 tier 9 former steel ships. Actually, no, the Flint is tier 7. And now Flint is the only ship that's left. So again, could be just luck of the draw. And I got 4 ships before, and I did get one tier 9 Ager, but I didn't get Flint or Nostroshimi, which I would imagine from this list are the most desirable ones. And only once I ran out of all the ships that I can get did I get Nostroshimi. And also, there is only one ship that I'm missing, and 3 containers to go. Still don't have it. So I'm not sure how the RNG works. 2 containers left, still no Flint. And here we go. And that's Flint. So that's 10 ships. It's 320 container sets of medium containers. Um, given everything that's been posted, given what people are reporting, it uh, it does suggest that there is a predetermined outcome for a lot of these. So please be aware, if you don't have these ships, then buy at your own risk, because it's more than likely that you will get a ship that you don't want. And I think chances of getting really high tier ships seem to be low. Then again, you can't necessarily judge it just by what I've gotten here with Nostroshimi and Flint. But do know that you know the house always wins. So with that, hopefully that was informative. If you do choose to get some of these loot boxes, best of luck to you. Maro, out.